So, in many relationships, bonds can be strained for whatever reason, financial situations, if it's a relationship, whatever, the work. That sometimes that love that we have for each other can be strained, but the love and the bond that we have with Jesus is never strained. It's never strained, because it may be strained from our end, but from Jesus' end, it's never strained. It's never strained. No matter what we do, no matter what, how we've messed up, He is still there waiting. He is still there waiting. That love that He has for us stays strong. It stays strong. As I said, on our side, for whatever reason, the love may not be, you know, it may be strained from us for whatever reason, again, for whatever reason happens and everything, but on His side, His love never fails. That bond is still there waiting for you to grab on, and the prodigal son is that symbolization that Jesus' love has for us, that whatever happens in our lives, whatever makes us stray away or whatever, He's still there. He is still there waiting for us to come back. So I'm going to read the prodigal story, and it's from Luke chapter 15 from verse 11. Then he said, a certain man had two sons, and the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falls to me. So he divided to them his livelihood. And not many days later, the younger son gathered all together, journeyed to a far country, and then wasted his possessions with prodigal living. But when he had spent all, there arose a severe famine in the land, and he began to be in want. Then he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into his fields to feed swine. And he would gladly have filled his stomach with the pods that the swine ate, and no one gave him anything. If you didn't know what swine were, that swine are pigs, by the way. But when he came to himself, he said, How many of my father's hired servants have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? I will arise and go to my father, and will say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you, and I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants. And he arose and came to his father. But when he was still a great far away, his father saw him and had compassion, and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him. And the son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and in your sight, and I am no longer worthy to be called your son. But the father said to his servants, Bring out the best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand and sandals on his feet, and bring the fattened the fattened calf here and kill it, and let us eat and be merry. For this my son was dead, and he is alive again. He was lost, and he is found, and they began to be merry. Now his older son was in the field, and as he came and drew near to the house, he heard music and dancing. So he called one of the servants and asked what these things meant. And he said to him, Your brother has come, and because he has received him safe and sound, your father has killed the fattened calf. But he was angry and would not go in. Therefore his father came out and pleaded with him. So he answered and said to his father, Lo, these many years I have been serving you, have never transgressed your commandment at any time, and yet you never gave me a young goat, and I may make merry with my friends. And as soon as this son of yours came, who has devoured your livelihood with harlots, you killed the fattened calf for him. And he said to him, Son, you are always with me, and all that I have is yours. It was right that we should make merry and be glad, for your brother was dead and is alive again, and was lost and is found.